Hey everybody, it's Chris. Welcome to my art drawing channel. And today I'm going to take you through a graphite drawing. There will be no secrets. You will see all steps in the process. You know, I was watching a TED talk recently and I saw this gal. She was a young inventor. She was like 16 and she invented this flashlight that works by the kinetic energy from your hand. Right? So she's this little genius, and her name is Ann Makosinski. And Ann, I really hope I got that pronunciation right. If you're listening and it's not, just let me know. Okay, thanks. And so, yeah, I thought I would do a portrait of her because she's really smart and pretty. And so I dusted off my graphite tools. I hadn't used graphite in like 20 or 30 years to do a portrait with, because I graduated to charcoal and oil and all that stuff and Photoshop. So anyway, I got all my tools and I used graphite pencil. I used graphite graphite powder, charcoal powder, pan pastel, and it was just a mishmash, a smorgasbord of graphite and charcoal and pastel, and just went to town. So I started off, I didn't draw the drawing or construct the drawing. I basically Lucy'd it up, as they used to say, but basically projected the drawing onto the paper, traced it off, and so I could just jump right into rendering the drawing. So I wanted to save some time. So that's what I did. And so I started off with my, HB lead, and I get these cool lead holders that hold these long, thick leads. You can sharpen them to a really fine point, and started going off, just went off. So basically I started with mid-tones, and then I had a design in mind, and the design was kind of this triangular shape, heavy darks coming from the top and connecting her to the edge of the top of the composition. What a genius idea, right? It's only been done 1,000 times before. Oh yeah, and before I forget, yeah, I will leave a link in the description to Ann's Instagram and also her YouTube channel, which is quite entertaining. She has a good sense of humor, so you can look for that in the description. So rendering in pencil, it doesn't go that dark, right? So I got these Staedtler Mars Lumograph pencils. They go a little bit darker than normal graphite, and so where I needed that extra bit of value from my black accents, I used those Lumograph pencils by Mars. I think I will put the link in the description. And that worked pretty well. I ran into, my big thing was to add some watercolor to this. So it was this graphite watercolor thing. And so I sprayed the heck out of this thing with Krylon Crystal Clear, because I didn't want to float watercolor on top and have the water just get mixed with the graphite, ruin the paper, ruin the tonal structure that I put down. So I did about 5 coats of Crystal Clear. And when I went to go ahead and paint the watercolor just totally beat it up. It didn't lay down flat. It didn't take to the surface. So I was like, oh man, way to go. Because I'd never done this before. This was like a total experiment. And so what I did was I grabbed some acrylic glazing liquid, this stuff here. This acrylic glazing liquid allowed me to, I mixed that with the watercolor, and boom, that just laid down flat. It really adhered to the Krylon Crystal Clear and acted like normal watercolor. So it seemed to be like paper again for the watercolor. It didn't beat up. and I was able to go ahead and float some pigment on there, get a little chroma going, and all was well. So I was pretty nervous to do it. I kept procrastinating and doing this and that. Okay, here I'm putting down the powdered graphite and powdered charcoal. I used kind of like a ponce thing. I have a rag that it has a bunch of graphite in it, and then it's tied off with a rubber band. I just ponce it onto the paper, and I also used paintbrush to get it on there. And it's really cool because that paintbrush makes it look like paint. It's a dry medium, but it's just floating the powder around that's so fine it picks up the hair, you know, in the paintbrush and just makes it look like paint. So I also used pan pastel, you can see there. And I was having a good time. This is what it was all about. It's getting in there and taking risks, you know, and not really knowing what's going to happen, but you kind of have a plan, you know. So it's really important. You have a plan, and then you execute that plan, but you're not exactly sure what's going to happen, right? And so you're on the edge. It's exciting. You're pretty sure you can pull it off, but it might all go bad. Hey, that's what it's all about. Because if you make it go good, then you feel like $1,000,000. So, but slow and steady here. It's hard to get that graphite powder and everything just to lay down flat, like just a nice smooth gradation. That was a challenge to do. So it took some working with my finger, the pan pastel, and the eraser to get like skin tones on her cheek and under her eye that were just super subtle and smooth. They couldn't have any mottled look or wrinkles or black specks or anything like that. What else, man? Just seems like it's going fine. I also used some vine charcoal there, a little piece of vine charcoal inspired by Lee K Artist, who's also on Instagram. I had a couple inspirations going into this one. Another one of them being Masato Tsuchiya. He does lovely work, lovely watercolor work with graphite, and just love that a lot. And then it was really great because the powdered charcoal interacted well with the powdered graphite. And the pan pastel, I used black where I really wanted some punch and some black accents. That mixed well, so there was a kind of a mixed media thing. And I also used paint brushes dipped in water in this kind of graphite. And the link for this will be in the description box below, by the way. It's called Art Graph. There it is. And it's just a solid cake of graphite. And you can wet up your brush, dip it in there, and paint with it like watercolor. So it's like black watercolor or ink even. But it has a little bit of, you know, texture to it because it's graphite. So there was a lot of experimenting going on in here, but I'd been doing my research and studying up, and I had like I said, I had a plan, and then I executed that plan. Sorry for my head and my nose popping into the frame here and there. Just try to ignore my fantastic camera work. Haha. I shared this with Ann on Instagram, and she really liked it. That was cool. I wasn't sure if she was gonna like it. You know, she might have said, hey, I didn't give you permission to do my likeness. Take it down. But she was real cool about it, so that's neat. You know, after like you work really hard on a piece. This took, you know, probably 3 days to do. You work really hard on a piece and you want people to see it. You want someone to see it. You want them to be happy with it and jazzed about it. And she definitely was. So I was really happy about that. And that's what it's all about too. Making people happy and stuff and kind of blowing them away with your art. That's fun. Okay. So now we've got the watercolor brush and Chinese brush dipped in water and then into the graphite powder and charcoal powder and then painting with it. And this is where it gets a little scary because you're like, okay, this is real media. This is not Photoshop. You cannot Command Z your way out. And so I ran into some little problems there, like making the white paper kind of gray and funky, and I wanted it to go back to white. And I didn't have a rag, so I had to take off my t-shirt and use my t-shirt to clean up the mess. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so you can see I cleaned up the mess. Then I signed the piece before it was actually done. Nice move. Okay, so here I am doing my heart's pounding, and I'm like trying to get the watercolor on there, and there it is. Boom. Nice. I hope you like it. I hope this video helped you. You saw everything. There was no secrets. You could see the steps. Maybe you can try it too. I hope this video helped you. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below. And go check out Anna's website, her Instagram, and all that good stuff. And give her a like and follow her. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for watching and supporting me. And if you want to support my channel, you can pick up my ebook, Essence, The Art of Discovering the Portrait, at my website, chrispetrocki.com. Okay, you guys, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.